Now, I must say this. There is no one exact person for you. That if you miss that person, means that you're going to be miserable in your life. No, that's not how God works. If you see, God brought Adam many godly options. I believe, personally, that if Adam had looked at Eve and said, not quite what I was looking for, Lord, lips should be a bit pink, God would have gone back to drawing board. Because Adam had a choice. It was clear. You have a choice. Whether you are male or female, you have a choice. Ladies especially, I need to say this to you. You have a choice. You know, one of the reasons why God says you should submit, do you know why, ladies? Because you have the right of choice. He's saying you pick. So now that you've picked, allow him lead you. That's what submission is, nothing else. There's no deep revelation to it. He's saying you have the right of choice. And that's why I always say that submission starts with selection. If you select right, you won't have a problem with submitting. The people who complain about submission are the people who have chosen rubbish. They've chosen Sofana man. I'm coming, I'll explain that. They've chosen Sofana man. And now they're trying to manage what? So you're trying to turn a dog into a lion. And a lion roars, dogs bark. You can't expect a dog to roar. Then you are praying. You are praying. You are fasting. Torturing yourself. Sowing seed. You're just sowing seed. Yes, God bless you with money, but it's not going to change the man. Forget it. Also, if a man sows, that will he also reap. You reap so money, you reap money. You will be a rich, miserable wife. So you are married, you have a right now to choose. And you must choose with this in mind. I am the prize. Because a virtuous woman is a crown unto her husband. You make that man a king. It says a virtuous woman who can find. He that finds a wife finds a good thing, not a bad thing. So you're a good thing. And you obtains favor from the Lord because he has found you. So in all of that I have said, where does it say that you are disadvantaged? Why do you have to manage him? When I say, I'm even doing you a favor. If I don't marry you, who will marry you? And you say, it's true. Marry me. Just marry him. But he's beating me. Well, it's really an affectionate tap. It's not like slap. It's just affectionately tapping my face. Women come up with all kinds of rubbish. I saw a video the other day of a girl that her face was swollen. Who did this to you? She said, my king. And they said, the girl said, I don't understand. Were you in an accident? She said, no, my king did it. Well, I said, well, it's my fault. I was checking his phone. And he battered you like this. And she was still there explaining. You see, these are the issues. These are the issues. So when you're single, you still have a choice. So Adam chose. The Bible says, Adam said, this creature is now bone of my bones. You know, in Nigeria, we say, when somebody does something and gets it right, you say, eh. That's what Adam said. When they brought her, I said, eh. This is now bone of my bones. This one is now flesh of my flesh. And he said, she shall be called woman. He attached, you see, his name was man. He attached her. He said, this one, I recognize this is my own. And this tells me that when people show you who they are, believe them. When he saw her, he saw himself. Somebody is lying, he's cheating, he's stingy, he's rude, rebellious, and you say, they don't know how to manage him. He's not like that with me. You are lying. You are lying to yourself. And you will suffer the consequences in marriage. Because a bad man or a bad woman will be anything they need to be to get you until they get you. So when I see people say to me, oh, he follows me to church. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Oh, he wasn't born again, but now he follows me to church. So he's not giving his life to Christ, he's giving his life to you. And it means he can take it at any time. Because you can never be his Lord. because you are expected to submit. So I see women do this all the time. Men are not exempt. I see them do this all the time as well. She's pretending to be everything. You can't let go because she's a fine girl. Pastor, that girl is fine. See, Pastor, even anytime I even want to leave her, no, this girl is fine. My children will be fine. No, it's okay. I got this. No, you don't got nothing, man. You got absolutely nothing. Because when she starts to manifest, you won't see the looks anymore. You won't see it anymore. And you know, a lot of times people talk about Jezebel and say how she was Jezebel was a bad mom. She was an amazing wife. Amazing wife. I studied that woman. I'm telling you. Amazing wife. But she was a bad woman. Bad. And the consequences of her affected her children. So we're not just talking she's good to me. We're talking about your children. You marry a rich, a lot of women are ritual killers. Yes. They sacrifice their children's destiny by marrying a devil. They know. I'm even coming for the people who know their genotype is AS. And they're still in love with somebody who is AS. And you're telling me that we love each other, we'll be fine. What about the children who become SS? You guys don't have to bear the pain. You're a ritual killer. You're not a mother, you're a murderer. There are some men that you don't reproduce after their kind. When you see this man, you leave him alone. Nobody should produce. But 3 women will be fighting over him. These are conversations we should have in church. If a man is cheating on you, he's cheating. I'm the one that won. We're 3 girls. You didn't win nothing. What did you win? What did you win? A cheater? What? Pastor MC. I mean, there was a young girl in our church many years ago, and she was in a relationship with this guy, and we had reports that the guy was manifesting. So we had different girlfriends in different services. So first service is one girl, second service is another girl, third service is another girl. So I was investigating the matter, and so I called her and I said, I hear you're in a relationship with this guy. And she was the known girlfriend, right? The others were side chicks. So I said to her, these are the things that I'm hearing and I want to investigate. And she said to me that he's a fine boy. So anything we are doing, he's a fine boy. Her children will be fine. She's going to marry him. And we wonder why. No, I don't want to. A few months ago, she was calling me want to divorce. I said, you stay there. Your children are fine. Better don't move an inch. Move an inch. But these are some of the conversations we should be having. A guy will say to you, it's between me and you. Don't let anybody know. He said that to like 3 of your friends. All 3 of you are friends. Not one of you is open enough to tell the other person that I'm with this guy. I don't like people to know my issues. It's not like I don't want to post you on social media, but I'm a very private person. So, let's just keep this between us. I got you, baby. And you two, you'll be feeling God. Oh, listen, that's me. He said she shall be called woman because she was taken out of a man. And then he says something very important, which I started with. He said, therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall become united and cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Covenant, commitment, one. They must be committed to each other. One. And that's what our parents understood. That when I get married, I'm one with this person, nothing can separate us except death. Marriage is a covenant. It's not something you go into lightly. Can I have 2 people? A guy and a girl. Preferably not dating. A guy, girl. A guy. This is what happens in church. Please come. Men just sit back and chill and let the women take the lead. And then when we now get married, we say, why does my wife not submit to me? Because she's a leader. You never should. Let's not do this. Let's not do this today. Okay. Are you both single? Okay.
I'm not married.
You're not married.
No, I'm not.
But you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Can I have somebody who's single? Let me not cause problem here now. Both of you want to go and sit down. Please sit down. Please, single people. So there's no single person. Single. You don't have one girl you have promised. She's wearing your promise ring. Okay. Thank you. Single. This must have been how it was when God was looking. Let me not do that. I want to say when God was looking for a virgin to have it. God, virgin. No virgin. Say Mary. Oh, okay. Please come forward. What's your name? Rose. What's your name? Tola. So a Tola Rose. Okay. So, ideally, I would have preferred a guy taller than her, but it's fine. Can you just stand closer? So what happens when you're getting married is this, right? Both of you come as separate individuals. You come, the pastor is the representative of God, okay? Both of you are separate. This is Tola, this is Rose. And Tola and Rose come at the altar. When they come here, Rose dies. Not physically, right? Rose dies. The concept of Rose, this is what I want, this is who I am, this is everything that she has ever known, everything that she has to lay it at the altar on that day. Tola also comes with everything he knows, everything he believes, this is how women should be treated. He lays everything down. Two of them die on that day. They cease to exist. When the pastor weds them, pastor's the representative of God, when he weds them, what he does is that he joins them and they become one person. Stand together. That's why I didn't want to join anybody that is not married. So they become one person. They now become Tola Rose. Whatever. So I usually do this with Pastor K, and I use Kindred. Okay, so this is Tola Rose, right? Two of them now become one person. Toes. Oh, they become toes. That's not very good, but okay. They become toes. Two of them become toes. Sorry, that's weird. No, that's the worst body parts to use for this analogy. Okay, anyway, they become toes, okay? And then what that means is that before God, they're one person. And that's why the Bible says that the man is the head. So he's the head of this one person. You know, your body, you have the head and then you have the body. So he's the head. She's the body. This is where vision comes from. Okay? The head is where vision comes from. The head is where we make all the final decisions. However, the body sends information to your brain. So for instance, it's not your head that is going to touch fire before it says this thing is hot. Your hand will touch fire and will send information to the head. And then the head makes the decision, but they make it together, but he has the final say. Okay? So he's the head, she's the body. The only way you can break covenant is to separate head from body. And what does that mean? Death. That's why when we take our vows, we say, till death do us part. The only thing that can separate both of us as we have come before God to become one person is death. That's why God hates divorce. Because it's not just two people walking away. It's the killing of something. That's why you don't get married lightly. It's such a serious, such a deep thing. If you can understand this. And what this means is that because we are now one, we no longer have it's no longer my mother, it's our mother. Whether you like her or not. I don't like my mother-in-law, she's your mother. I'm sorry, you have joined with her son, so you're one. She's your mother. It's no longer my money, it's our money. It's no longer my phone, it's our phone. That's why you can't say that she can't check your phone. If you know you want to hold your phone, then don't get married. Please go and sit down. Can you celebrate them? I needed to paint you a vivid picture because I need you to understand how important marriage is. And why the Bible says that you will now leave father and mother and you will cleave. This will be the most vital relationship in your life going forward. You really want to start that relationship with just anybody. That's why you need to think about it.